in the shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grow. There's an old wooden porch wearing years of the sun's glow. Found a rusty locket in the pocket of a coat left to wear no more. Whispers of her laughter drifting after, echoing across the moor. Rusty locket shut the door on the love we can't restore. Wind's a witness to the cries under vast unending skies. Memories like dust are blown through the streets we walked alone. Each sunset bleeds into the night with a ghost of you in twilight's light. We rode the trails of juniper under canopies of pine, bound by dreams and leather reins. Your hand once sleeved in mine, but seasons turn as they will do. Leaves and love both falling through. Now the gravel roads bear no trace, just empty space where roses grew. Rusty locket shut the door on the hearts that beat no more. Silent cabins, empty chairs, half-forgotten evening prayers. Past we paved with youthful dreams, now just linger in moonbeams. Lost our way 'neath the harvest moon, where the nightingale sings a lonesome tune. Oh, these whispered plains know the cost of rain. Every drop a tear shed in vain, and the locket's clasp like my heart won't last. Just relics of a love now part of the past. Rusty locket close the seam on the portrait of a dream. Let her smile fade away in the arms of yesterday, as the stars watch and weep into memories I'll keep, riding on till end of days with her love, a gentle haze.
By the gnarled oak where the wild rivers flow, we carved our names in the skin of the bark. Under vast skies where the cold winds blow, in the heart of the shadows we sparked the dark. Oh, but that trail turned cold and my love went astray, where the sun dips low and the night swallows day. I'm walking these roads where our memories lay, guided by stars led astray by the fray. The porch still creaks, but it sings no more. Silence fills spaces where laughter once soared. Dust settles slow on the hardwood floor, echoes of footsteps I once adored. Yes, that trail turned cold, my heart torn apart, where dreams fade like evening's last blush of light. I'm clutching the reins of a runaway heart, through the ghost of your whispers in the dead of the night. Gone is the warmth of your hand in my own, like rain through the dust to the earth seed sown. Lost in the echo of an old love song, played on a guitar Well, that trail's turned cold, no embers burn clear. With each lonely sunset, I wish you were near. But I'm just a shadow in your life once held dear, on a trail turned cold. I'll disappear.
In the shadow of the valley where the weeping willows sigh, found an old oak bed where our love used to lie. Underneath that silver moon where we once danced through July, echoes stir the dust as the stars fill up the sky. Empty bed, closed her eyes, now I'm talking to the ghost of scarves left on the post and the whispers of her voice. Riding trails gone cold through the towns where silence lies. The wind's a lonely sound and the bed where love has died. Years have worn the saddle where I once held her so tight. Gravel roads keep leading me back through endless night. The porch lights dimmed as memories start to fade from sight, but her laughter in the rain still cuts like a knife. Empty bed, closed her eyes, now I'm talking to the ghost of scars left on the post and the whispers of her voice. Riding trails gone cold through the towns where silence lies. The wind's a lonely sound and the bed where love has died. Empty bed, closed her eyes, and I whisper to the sky about the love that's passed me by and the tears I cannot cry. With every setting sun as the twilight shadows fly, I'll be riding lonesome trails where old cowboys never die. In the heartbreak of the night with her memory by my side. Empty bed, closed her eyes. Empty bed, closed her eyes.
In the shadow of the oak, where our names were once told, leather boots side by side, yours were new, mine were old. We watched the sun bleed its gold over hills soft and bold, but your laughter's now a whisper in the prairie's windy fold. Oh, my heart rides the trails of your echoing ghost, where the wind talks in sighs and the silence boasts. These boots, they've turned cold since you've been gone, lost in the dust of dreams withdrawn. that's untouched. It's weathered by the storm. In the cabin where your scar flies, tattered and forlorn. Old porch creaks underfoot like it mourns the morn. Since the day you left, it's just shadows I adorn. Oh, my heart rides the trails of your echoing ghost, where the wind talks in sighs and the silence boasts. These boots, they've turned cold since you've been gone, lost in the dust of dreams withdrawn. There's a quiet in the rain, a melody unsung, of gravel roads not taken, and words we left unstrung. I roam through fading trails where our rivers once flowed. Now I understand, some love's too heavy a load. So I'll walk these vacant lands where our memories rove, with boots turned cold in the absence of love. Yes, these boots, they've turned cold since you've been gone. A cowboy's heart wanders, forever withdrawn. Oh, these boots have turned cold, but the journey's not old. In the silence of the sunset, where our stories retold.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild rivers bend, lies a memory of you and the whispers of the wind. Your scarf still blue as the wide open sky flutters silent on the porch where once watched days die. And the ghosts listened as I called out your name through the crackle of leaves and the soft falling rain. In the heart of the night, under stars we once knew, the echo of your laughter and the silence that grew. Now the trail's overgrown, where we rode side by side, empty cabins, hollow roads where our promises died. That old saddle sits untouched, collecting dust and decay, like the love we left behind, fading more every day. The ghosts listened as I whispered goodbye to the dreams we had sown under that vast prairie sky. Now the wind speaks your name with a sorrowful sigh in the places we wandered, where my lone heart still lies. By the light of a fire, with the cold in my bones, see your face in the flames. Hear the soft undertone of a song we once sang, now a lonesome sound. It's a trail I walk alone, where my hope is earthbound. As I cried through the night, holding shadows close in the fading firelight. But the rivers keep flowing like the tears that I've shed, and the ghost of what was never leaves my head. In the whisper of the oak, like under starlight so grand. You're a memory that lingers in the ghost-ridden land. With each sunset that bleeds over mountains so vast, I'm a cowboy who wanders, tethered still to the past.
Where the oak tree shadows creep, by the creek where the willows weep, there's a wheel half buried where lilies grow, marking love's passage soft and slow. Her laughter echoes in the breeze, whispers cross the Amarillo seas. That old wagon wheel, rusted red, spins tales of the love we once had. Wagon wheel, keep on turning through the whispering winds, and the fire still burning. My heart rides on your rusty rim, rolling through memories brim to brim. In the cool night air under starlit vaults, my spirit wanders, my heart halts. By that old wagon wheel I'm forever gone, bound to the ghost. The wagon wheel haunts. Years have worn the leather of my saddle, paths have changed, now let's travel. Cabin's empty, the porch swings alone, echoing steps of a love long gone. Riding these trails dusk to dawn, the scarf she left now sun-bleached and worn. Gone dreams where wild roses sprout, leaving just shadows filled with doubt. Wagon wheel, keep on turning through the whispering winds, and the fire still burning. My heart rides on your rusty rim, rolling through memories brim to brim. In the cool night air under starlit vaults, my spirit wanders, my heart halts. By that old wagon wheel I'm forever gone, bound to the ghost. Trails like tears on my face, each drop a memory, each storm a trace of a love so wild, like the Mustangs that run underneath the fading western sun. Wagon wheel, keep on turning, my heart's a campfire forever burning. Ghostly love, ride with the wind in the wild yonder where our dreams have thinned. Here by the wheel I stand, I haunt, with the quiet whispers the wagon wheel taunts. In the silence there's nothing to flaunt, just a cowboy's memories, and the wagon wheel haunts. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where the wild roses used to grow, I found your scarf, a faded red, left behind like the love we know. That dusty path by Johnson's farm still haunts my boots. I roam alone, each step a memory, hard and warm, a ghost of laughter, your soft tone. Thorns flew with the western wind through the fields where we once lay. Now every sunset seems to end with echoes of you drifting away. These lonely trails, these silent stars, guide me to where my heart did part. Among the rust on old tin bars lies the burial place of my worn heart. The porch still creaks just like it did when we'd sit watching rain sweep in. But now the woods is empty as the heartbeat's missing from within. These gravel roads, they know my stride. They've watched the years peel from my soul. Once walked with joy, now each a ride towards tomorrow's ceaseless toll. Thorns flew with the western wind through the fields where we once lay. Now every sunset seems to end with echoes of you drifting away. These lonely trails, these silent stars, guide me to where my heart did part. Among the rust on old tin bars lies the burial place of my worn heart. Oh, how the wildlands bleed and blend with every tear that the skies send. In every gust your scent returns, as fleeting as a fire that burns. I whisper names into the breeze, praying they'll carry back to thee. Thorns flew with the western wind through the fields where we once lay. Now every sunset paints the end of dreams and dust, both swept away. These lonely trails, these fading scars, guide me to where I'll always part. Underneath these morning stars, with your memory forever my heart. In the quiet of night the wind sings low, and I reckon it's time to let you go. In the heart of a dusty, forgotten town, where the gravel roads kiss the sun-stained ground, there stood an oak by an old wood porch, where I carved our names in the twilight scorch. Scarves danced in the springtime breeze, memories as thick as the wild oak tree. Porch closed her eyes when you said goodbye. Now the stars don't light up our patch of sky. Every creak in the board's a soft-spoken lie. Echoes of footsteps, just you and I. Still the wind calls your name through the canyon side. Porch closed her eyes. Oh, how she cried. Years flew like leaves from the sycamore. That old cabin's charm, now a faded lore. The saddle sits dusty, hasn't seen a ride since the day the echoes of our love died. Rain taps the shingles, a lonesome tune dances with my heart, out of time, out of tune. Porch closed her eyes when you said goodbye. Now the stars don't light up our patch of sky. Every creak in the board's a soft-spoken lie. Echoes of footsteps, just you and I. Still the wind calls your name through the canyon side. Porch closed her eyes. Oh, how she cried. I wander these trails where the wild roses grow, searching for what was lost long ago.
but your shadow still shows. Porch closed her eyes and I swallowed the pain. Under the weeping willow I'll whisper your name. Every sunset that fades is never the same. For the porch closed her eyes in this quiet lonesome game. And the stars once our map now just throw flickering flame. Porch closed her eyes, nothing's the same. Porch closed her eyes, nothing's the same. Underneath the oak where we first said hello, I pitched a tent as the sun dipped low. Scarf she wove hanging on a broken fence, each thread a whisper, each color intense. The campfire's glow lit up her smile. In that quiet town we stayed a while, but the campfire watched me leave. Amber sparks against the cool night breeze, dust kicked up under my old boots weave, and every flame's a memory. Campfire watched me leave. Years rolled on like tumbleweeds down old gravel roads. The cabin's empty where laughter once flowed. Her saddle's worn, rests silent by the door. No more rides by the creekside where we swore. Rain taps on the window like the beat of her heart, in a dance of shadows we're worlds apart. But the campfire watched me leave. Amber sparks against the cool night breeze, dust kicked up under my old boots weave, and every flame's a memory. Campfire watched me leave. Trails that faded where we used to roam, in the wild lands that we called our home. A single oak leaf carried by the wind, whispers of the past where love had been. So the campfire watched me leave, with heavy heart and soul that grieves. Under starlit skies my lone plea is for the fire to forget, like she forgot me. And every flame's a memory. Campfire watch me leave. Yes, that campfire watch me leave. In the shadow of an oak, where the prairie wind blows cold, sat a cabin, walls of whispers, stories seldom told. Beneath the porch light flickering, with every creaking sound, was there I left a scarlet scarf where my heart was bound. Her laughter in the aspen leaves, her sorrow in the ground.
that lonely fire tied down. Oh, the skies recall her name in hues of flame and frown. Silhouettes of our past, like shadows dance around. Every sunset bleeds a memory in colors she once wore. Lonely fire tied down, burns but ain't warm no more. Years have turned the trails dust over, hoof prints disappear, gravel roads lead to nowhere. Bring me back right here, where the oak tree's grown older, the porch sags along. Echoes of her footsteps, like whispers, now are gone. The scarf's faded, threads worn, just like the love we'd sown in that place she'd once called home. Oh, the skies recall her name in hues of flame and frown. Silhouettes of our past, like shadows dance around. Every sunset bleeds a memory in colors she once wore. Lonely fire tied down, burns but ain't warm no more. And I wander these empty trails where the wild winds are roamed, looking for a sign or a reason, the seeds of sorrow sown. But all I find is the echo of the words we said too soon, underneath a bittersweet crescent moon. So the skies keep her story in the whispers of the town, her laughter in the wind, her tears in the rain that pounds. Every night I face the stars where our love was sworn. Lonely fire tied down by the heart forever worn. Yes, this fire's tied down, but oh, it still burns on. In the shadow of the oak, where wild daisies grow, you whispered words of love, soft and low. Beneath that ancient tree, we swore eternity, but like the river bends, you slipped away from me. The porch still creaks, the door still moans, haunted by the love the heart once known. Love rode through like a summer storm, leaving just a scarf tattered and worn. In the whisper of the wind, I hear your laugh echoing down on old gravel paths. But the sunset dyes everything in red, coloring the dreams that we once had. Where once our laughter filled the dusty street, now silence lays thick and deep. The cabin stands empty by the weeping willow sway, wood worn soft by many a day. I trails we walked are overgrown, lost to time like the love we've known. Love rode through like a summer storm, leaving just a scarf tattered and worn. In the whisper of the wind I hear your laugh echoing down old gravel paths. But the sunset dyes everything in red, coloring the dreams that we once had. Under the vast unyielding sky I've come to learn how goodbye can be a whisper or a tear, something lost between the fear and love. And every night when stars above shine, I search for you in their divine design. Love rolled through, but it rides no more, just echoes in the wind, the creaking floor. With every sunset, every starlit trail, I feel the weight of a love that's still so frail. Yet in the vastness, in the crimson hue, I've learned to live with the ghost of you.
In the sleepy shade of the old oak tree, where the wildflowers whispered and waited for thee, we carved our names enshrined in bark underneath the sky till the world turned dark. That old porch swing where we danced with the wind, a waltz of whispers where my dreams had grinned. Shattered glass drifts on a gravel road, each piece of memory a story told. The sunset bleeds through the clouds so vast, and I'm holding shadows where the light won't last. Oh, how the silence, it weeps and laughs in the echo of your voice in shattered glass. Gone are the days on dusty trails, now just faded tracks beneath my nails. That cabin stands solemn and alone, its empty halls play our love's last tone. Your scarf still lies on the seat-eater chest, a splash of color for a heart unrest. Shattered glass drips on a gravel road, each piece of memory a story told. The rain taps gently on windowsills past, mocking each promise that didn't last. Oh, how the silence, it weeps and laughs in the echo of your touch and shattered glass. The wind carries whispers of what could have been through the rustling leaves or the rolling din, and I see your reflection in streams running clear. In each fleeting shadow I feel you near. Shattered glass drifts and I follow its trail, a mosaic of dreams, love's poignant veil. Every sharded tale under twilight's expanse, in the dance of dust I give one last glance. Oh, how the silence, it weeps and laughs shattered glass. This ballad captures the melancholy and poignant beauty of love lost, where every physical element around recounts a part of the narrative, adding layers to the emotional landscape of the song.
Out where the sunset kisses the oak tree sleepy heads, we carved our names inside a heart upon the old porch slab. Her laugh was like the wind that dances through the canyon wild, echoed in the valley where we dreamed beneath the skies. But dreams like rivers twist and vanish in the plains, leaving just a whisper in the boughs where we once lay. Her laugh shut the door on a love that's no more, as the stars went dim and the cold winds tore. In every whispered breeze, in the rustle of the leaves, I hear the goodbye she never said, as it echoes in the trees. Now the gravel road's a friend, its dust coats my boots. Each step away from what we had, a pain that roots and shoots. The cabin stands empty like the hollow in my chest, windows staring blankly at the life we once possessed. Her scarf still clings to the saddle, like her hand in mine, a faded trail of memories lost within the pines. Her laugh shut the door on a love that's no more, as the stars went dim and the cold winds tore. In every whispered breeze, in the rustle of the leaves, I hear the goodbye she never said, as it echoes in the trees. Maybe roads are for the roaming, maybe nights for the lone, but each sunset bleeds the same colors where her smile once shone. And if pain is a reminder of the love you've got to lose, then I'll bear this cross forever, with her laughter as my muse. Her laugh shut the door on a love that's no more, as the stars went dim and the cold winds tore. Now every fading light on these lonely, restless nights brings her back to my side, neath the ghostly moonlight. Yes, her laugh shut the door, and oh how it tore. Yet in the quiet of the dawn, I swear it opens once more.
In the shadow of the old oak tree, where we carved our names for eternity, the land whispers secrets when the wind heaves, and on my cheek the rain bleeds. Old porch creaks, remembers your grace, your laughter echoes a haunting trace. I see you dance in the sway of the leaves under stormy skies where the rain bleeds. Oh, the rain bleeds like my heart on these sleeves, every droplet of memory in the dust it weaves. The sunset's painting sorrow on the faded trails. Love's a ghost in this wild, riding lonesome gales. Now the cabin's empty, the fire's cold, gravel roads lonely, their stories untold. Where we once walked, now only a shadow leads. In the silence of the plains, the rain bleeds. Your scarf still hangs on that old rusty nail, reminder of what's gone, the love we'd avail. The saddle untouched, like my heart that pleads. Every thunderclap's a pain as the rain bleeds. Oh, the rain bleeds like my heart on these sleeves, every droplet of memory in the dust it weaves. The sunset's fading glow on our lost tales. Love's a ghost in this wild, riding lonesome gale. I wander these hills, talk to the stones, ask why love leaves in these bones. Each answer lost, carried by the breeze. In the quiet of the night, the rain bleeds. Yes, the rain bleeds. And I'm here on my knees, landscapes of your smile in the clouds I see. But as the horizon swallows the last light, I'm learning to live with the night. Still in my dreams, where old love leads, forever, evermore, the rain bleeds.
Gate hangs loose on rusted chains. The barn leans left like it's in pain. The windmill squeaks a lonesome tune, like it's humming lost under the moon. The chickens left, the well ran dry. The sun burns meaner in the sky. The porch board's grown with every step, like even wood knows what I've kept. Since you've been gone, the wild's gone wild. The grass grows wrong, the winds ain't mild. The deer don't dance in morning mist. Even the sky forgot its kiss. This prairie ain't the same old song. The birds flew south, the nights feel long. It's not the land that lost its style, it's me. Since you've been gone, the wild's gone wild. The creek we swam in turned to dust. The swing you loved is red with rust. The hills don't echo like before. They hush their tales, they sing no more. Even the oak you carved your name dropped all its leaves before the rain, like nature's heart just slipped a beat when you walked off these dusty streets. Since you've been gone, the wild's gone wild. Coyotes howl with a different style. The horses stare like they can see the empty space you took from me. The nights get drunk, the stars look mean. The campfire's cold, my boots ain't clean. This ain't no ranch, it's exile's trial. Since you've been gone, the wild's gone wild. I feed the fence, I'm in the gate, but nothing here cooperates. They miss you like the earth needs rain. This land breathes grief and I breathe pain. Since you've been gone, the wild's gone wild. This heaven turned to something vile. I talk to trees, they don't reply. I yell at clouds, they pass me by. You took the color, took the spark, left me tending, ghosting dark. Even the wolves just pace in style. Since you left, the wild's gone wild. In the shadow of the oak, where whispers hang in the air, I found her scarf, a ghost in the wind, fluttering without care. Wildland sprawled rugged and vast, beneath endless blue. In that quiet town by the creek, our love once grew. Oh, my hollow heart drifts on a dusty trail, underneath the sunset where dreams and sorrows sail. Each step away from her, the earth moans soft and low, carrying my burden where only the lost winds know. Lonely porch swings creak, memories in each sway. Her laughter echoes in the valley, then fades away. Old cabin by the hill stands empty, doors ajar, like my heart vacant under the evening star. Oh, my hollow heart drifts on a dusty trail, underneath the sunset where dreams and sorrows sail. Each step away from her, the earth moans soft and low, carrying my burden where only the lost winds know. Rain washed the old roads, but not the trace of her touch. I wander with the rivers, but they flow too much. In the quiet of the night, with the stars speaking soft, I reckon my losses and the times we've lost. Oh, my hollow heart drifts, never to reclaim. Every whisper in the wind still calls her name, with each sunset that bleeds like the tears I've cried. This cowboy rides alone with his heart untied. Oh, the trails I've walked, the places I've been, still carry the echo of our lost dreams. Oh, my hollow heart drifts, maybe it's right to love the ghost of you each lonesome night.
the shadow of the oak, where our names are still carved. Whiskey sleeps in the flask, holding memory starved. I found her scarf, faded red against the prairie dust. Echoes of laughter lost in winds as the iron weathers to rust. Oh, whiskey sleeps, but my heart's wide awake under moonlit sorrow and the sun's forsaken ache. In the silence of the cabin where our loved ones dance, I roam like a shadow on these trails entranced. Gravel roads watch the taillights as you drove from this town, leaving echoes on the porch where we once settled down. The saddle sits empty where you rode by my side, through fields where the wildflowers reluctantly hide. Oh, whiskey sleeps, but my heart's wide awake under moonlit sorrows and the sun's forsaken ache. The rain taps like memories on the windows in vain, while I clutch at the ghost of your whisper like the last summer rain. Now the sun dips low like my dreams settling down. Each sunset a closing curtain on the stage of this town. The oak tree still stands, but it's weeping sap tears for the man and the memories lost to the years. Oh, whiskey sleeps on the edge of my lips like a lullaby sung for an eclipse. And I know as the stars start to sweep in my heart, your sweet love, it'll forever sleep. Farewell, my darling, in the deep embrace of the night, where whiskey sleeps and the world puts things right. Out where the oak tree shadows the old porch floor stands a cabin, its windows don't shine no more. A scarf you left still dances with the wind, and the saddle we shared now dust covered and thinned. The abandoned ranch flew with your laughter, carried away. Echoes of footsteps in the hallway they play. Right in the tailwinds of memories turning gray. The sun dips low as our love did at the close of day. Gravel roads where the marks of an absent rain. Trails we walk, now only solitude remains. The town's lights dim like the spark we couldn't find. In the quiet I linger with you still on my mind. The abandoned ranch flew with your laughter, carried away. Echoes of footsteps
In the hallway they'd play, right in the tailwinds of memories turning gray. The sun dips low as our love did at the close of day. Beneath the vast sky, I whisper to the stars how I wonder if you've healed the scars. Across these empty fields where my heart resides, I fend off the ghost of your goodbye. The abandoned ranch flew with dreams we once knew underneath the cedar. I'm lost without you. With each setting sun and the cool evening dew, I'm a shadow in this land, forever passing through. The ranch flew away, but I never quite flew. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where our names were carved for eternity, the sunset bleeds through skies like a wound, where once our love under starlit tunes danced on whispers of the prairie wind, in that quiet town where my dreams had been. And the dust walked away with my heart in its shoes, down gravel roads under twilight's bruise. Every step on that trail where we used to lay echoes a song of the love that strayed, as the silence screams under moon's cold sway. Darling, dust walked away. Now the porch swings empty, the laughter gone. Old cabin's windows face the dawn alone, where we sipped on summer like it never end. Now only raindrops come to attend. Your scarf still hangs on the cedar frame, testament to love and its fleeting claim. And the dust walked away with my heart in its shoes, down gravel roads where memories bruise. Every step on that trail where we used to lay whispers goodbye to the dreams that decay, as the stars hide away in the sky's gray fray. Darling, the dust walked away. By the creek where the willows mourn, I understand now I must be reborn. Though the tracks I make stir dust of the lost, in the heart's quiet echo I count the cost. Yes, the dust walked away with my sorrows in tow, across lonely plains where the cold winds blow. Every step on that path where our love once lay marks a chapter of past, in the dusk gentle sway, as the world turns to gold at the end of the day. Darling, forever the dust walked away.
under the shadow of an aging oak, where wildflowers dare to grow. I first saw her laughing in the sun's low golden glow. We carved our names within that bark, a fortress strong and true, in that quiet, dusty town under skies so endless blue. Oh, the oak tree called my name, winds whisper secrets old and new. Echoes of her voice in the leaves sing of the love I once knew. Every creaking branch a tale of dreams we claim. Under that old oak tree where nothing stayed the same. Years drifted like the river bends, smooth stones worn by time. That old porch saw seasons turn, but she's no longer mine. Scarves that danced upon the breeze, now lost like her soft smile, left my heart upon that path, walked alone for miles. Oh, the oak tree called my name, winds whisper secrets old and new. Echoes of her voice in the leaves sing of the love I once knew. Every creaking branch a tale of dreams we claim. Under that old oak tree where nothing stayed the same. In the quiet I hear the rustling leaves speaking low and sweet, of days when the sun spilled like honey where the earth and the sky would meet. But the sunsets bleed crimson now over lands where loneliness reigns. Every twilight cries for her and the night whispers my pain. Yes, the oak tree called my name under starlit sky so clear and deep, where memories lay in the dust, where the willows weep. Still every night by that gnarled old frame where my tears fell like rain. Under that old oak tree, whispering her name, whispering her name.